Hello, Swissimpies. We got us another update. So, it's not a big one, but we'll jump into it here and go over it. So, General fix an issue where the iRacing UI could sometimes throw an error regarding a failure to initialize. So, I guess there was a rare issue where the racing UI could fail to load, and users were presented with a black screen. Test drive fixed an issue where the car selection was empty when creating a test drive from a hosted session that included multiple cars. And for leagues, resolved an issue where viewing the announcements tab of the league modal was causing an error. League standings. We have changed the timing of drops from league standings. Leagues have been required to specify the number of races to count towards the season championship, and drops would start occurring when more than that number of races was completed. Now, leagues are required to specify the number of races to be dropped, and the drops will start occurring when there are more than that number of races completed. In other words, drops are applied as soon as possible rather than as late as possible. A conversation has been applied to switch leagues from number of races to count to number of races to drop. However, this will only have functioned correctly if the league has scheduled every race for the season. Leagues dropping races from their seasons will need to verify that the number of drops is correct. League points. Drivers disqualified from league races by the system, i.e. for exceeding incident limits, have been receiving 0 points. Now they will receive the points for their finishing position. Drivers disqualified by an admin will still receive 0 points. Drivers who registered for but did not start a race have been receiving points for their finishing position. They will now receive 0 points. The team racing. Team registration will now correctly report an error if the person is registering a team with themselves as a declared driver and they already have registered a different team with themselves as a declared driver. Alright, cars. The display page settings are now selectable when running any car using a fixed setup. Rendering. Fix an issue where the player's car could jerk around, mostly forwards and backwards, when being viewed in the replay while still in the session, and while the player's car was not the camera's focus car. Fix an issue where some crowds are so persistent to watch the races that they would not leave, even when disabled in the options menu. These crowds were present at the following tracks: so Chicago Street Course, Silverstone, Snetterton, Southern National, Volusia, Wild West, and Williams Grove. Visual effects. The rate of rubber buildup on car body panels has been reduced. Thank you. Hopefully for the cup cars. I love a dirty race car. Like, they're my favorite. A car after a race when it's got all the rubber and dirt, especially if it's rained for rain races and you got all that grime on there. Beautiful. But iRacing a few years ago, especially on the cup cars, really upped the dirt and it looks ridiculous. So hopefully when they say reduced, they really mean reduced, because it's pretty crazy. Cameras. The relaxed camera view may now be used with the roll bar and nose cameras in addition to the near and far chase and driving cameras. This is an advanced hosted session option that allows you to use page up down to cycle between cameras while driving if enabled in your session. I usually have all of these. Wait, how can you use that with the roll bar? Anyway, I like to have these on for my hosted races because it's a lot of people don't know it exists, but an official is usually locked. I think all the time it's locked, but when you set up your own race, if you allow all driving aids, it unlocks the relaxed camera view, and you can hit page up and page down and go into third-person view on iRacing. And don't like seriously race with it, but it's fun to mess around with. All right, new admin commands. Pit close. Manually close pit entrance during green flag racing. And pit open. Manually open pit entrance. Okay, that's cool. These commands can be used for purposes such as closing the pit lanes early prior to throwing a competition caution. That's really neat. Fix the calibration issue that can make it difficult to set a dead zone when calibrating the brake pedal. And fix an issue where the new base shaker sliders that would not allow some adjustments to take effect until the simulator was restarted. And then for cars, let's see, so most of these, if it's just setup updated, I'm not going to go over it. So the BMW M4 prototype paint has been removed. IR18 driver view has been shifted up slightly. So dirt late models, dirt modified, dirt sprint car, dirt non-sprint car. World of Outlaws contingency logos have been updated. Same with dirt street stock, dirt modified. Ferrari 488 GTE fixed an issue where older setups could inadvertently adjust the fixed packer heights. Same with the Ford GTE. The Mustang FR500S fixed an issue with the incorrect reflections in the cockpit window frame. Formula Renault 2.0 fixed an issue with multiple mirror names appearing in the black box. Formula V fixed the roll bar cameras so VR users do not clip to the helmet. Adjusted the camera distances at which lower detailed tire models appear. The view of the car in the iRacing UI has been adjusted and the shadows improved, and improved the look of tires from various camera distances. For the Mazda MX-5, downshift parameters for the sequential gearbox are adjusted. Indy Pro 2000 rear wing damage or removal of the rear wing now correctly increases aerodynamic drag. Modified, the SK Modified fixed an issue where the pit boxes would not change their color to match the driver. And then for the Monte Carlo, I'm guessing it's going to be the same for the Thunderbird. Second and third gear ratios have been shortened slightly. Cup cars, drafting parameters adjusted based on car-to-car distances. A new bioethanol decal is added. Setups. Yep, Thunderbird. Gear ratios adjusted for second and third. And for the trucks, bioethanol decal added. Setups. Oh, and for the Tundra, fix an issue with panels disappearing when damaged. I have seen screenshots of that. I thought it was on a Chevy. But like the whole door would like be missing, which looked kind of cool, but yeah, I guess that's not supposed to happen. Next gen cars, bioethanol decal has been added. Same with the Xfinity cars. The Porsche 911 Gt3 R. Appearance of the front tires has been updated for certain camera distances. Fix an issue with the IMSA LED panels displaying the wrong colors. Fix an issue with vehicle numbering during IMSA events. The 911 RSR. Fix an issue where older setups could inadvertently adjust the fixed packer heights. And the UFS 2000. Rear wing damage or removal of the rear wing now correctly increases aero drag. Alright, tracks. Chicago fixed the misspelled street name. Hockenheim removed an errant brake marker, only for the National B layout. For Mount Panorama, fixed an issue with some surface heights on pit road. New Hampshire, track surface parameters updated. Alton Park, terrain has been updated to prevent seeing under the terrain through Armco. Red Bull Ring fixed some incorrect wall collision on pit walls. And for Road America, fixed the gap in the terrain near turn 2. And some signs and advertisements have been updated. So there you go. Nice little patch today. I like the new admin things, the open and close pit road. That's really cool. That might be the coolest thing in here. I don't know if we'll be using that a lot, but the option to do that is certainly a nice thing to have. So, yep, there's the patch notes. Thanks for watching. Please like, favorite, subscribe. Take it easy.